Welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. It's a little dark in here, I know, but it's been a while. Just got back from VidCon, and I figured I'd do a live to hang out with you guys and shared how to set up a microphone with your DJI Osmo Mobile. So some of you might be showing up. I'm going to give you a couple minutes to come back. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's a little dark in here. Trying to see if I can improve the lighting situation eventually. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to take a second and set up a gimbal. In this case, I'm going to set up the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 with a microphone. Some of you have been asking. I am going to do a proper video of testing it out, comparing back and forth. All that is happening. What's up going on, fam? What's up? Just got back today from VidCon. I am super exhausted, but I got super hyped at the microphone situation. I think this is too dark. I think this might be too dark. Let's see if I can make something about it. Let me know if this is okay or if it's too dark. It's been a while. Absolutely. You're the reason I bought my Osmo Mobile 2. Now you're going to make me buy a mic too. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. First and foremost, thank you so much. Because of you guys, we just broke 9,000 subscribers. It's incredible. 9,000 subscribers, and actually pretty much more than 4 million views global on the channel. That's crazy. That's like a little thing TubeBuddy did for me at VidCon. It was really cool. Oh, hey, what's up, Miss Pokey? You're in the other room, dude. Like, come on. Thank you so much, fam. So yeah, without further ado, I wanna share a couple things before I start, sharing the microphone setup and everything. Right? I have a new shelf system situation over here with my TV, my little TV, my PS4, gimbals up the top, and then I have some lenses up top as well for my DSLR. So yeah, I built that because I was getting out of control. And yeah, I just came from VidCon. I've been going to VidCon with Dear Gamer, and tomorrow I'm going to be going again with Richard Lando. He's a friend of ours that's a very good Instagrammer, very fun. And my goal is to give him a gimbal tomorrow and have him do Instagram stories and see how he likes it and see what he thinks about the whole gimbal situation. But on top of that, forget the mic. What are you putting in your beard? I'm going to be honest with you. I even forgot what type of beard oil. My wife got it off a shelf at Target, I think, this time around because I ran out of my apothecary. And coconut, just running with a basic one. I did a little trim on the sides, and I just brush it a lot. What's up? Not perfect. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, everybody at VidCon was asking me about the beard, and I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe I should do a beard channel, like a grooming tips and tricks about the beard. No joke. I was actually thinking of doing a separate gaming channel. That way, all the gaming E3 stuff that I dropped on you guys, maybe some of you are not. I don't want you to feel that I forgot about you. Never in the world, never in a million years. I'm still creating and producing content. As a matter of fact, I have a vlog now that's being released on Smove Mobile's channel. So yes, I am collaborating with them. I am creating content for them, and they're giving me some of their gimbals. So it's a really awesome collaboration. I have a playlist on my channel, so check that out. But without further ado, you came here to see the microphone situation. So let me move this a little bit this way, and let me share that with you guys. So first things first, I have my DJI Osmo Mobile 2, and I'm going to be real with you guys. This is the first time that I'm going to try this. I got all the parts finally. I've been ordering things, and they've all arrived at scattered time frames. So yeah. Hey, bro, from India. Nice review. Thank you, Nog. Thank you so much for coming out. Welcome to the stream. So I'm a practical guy. I love to film with the phone because it's easy, straight to the point, pop it in, pop it out. And this thing is fantastic. We all know the 5 tips that I make about the Osmo, the 5 reasons why I like the Smove Mobile, and all that fun stuff. What's up, Rob? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And I'm going to be honest with you, from a practical standpoint, I don't have a problem with the audio on these devices. I definitely I don't have any issues with the audio that comes out in the gimbal, but some of you do require a little bit better focus in terms of the definition, and you don't want to cover a whole lot of range of sounds, like what's going on in the environment. You want it to be directional. That's why vlogging is super huge, because you can put a microphones up the camera, put a tripod underneath. I get it. So today we're going to try to figure out multiple ways of setting up a microphone on your gimbal. Once again, this is the first time that I'm attempting this. So if you have any suggestions as we're discovering this, let me know in the comment section down below. But I ended up getting the Rode Video Micro. This little guy, I think this is mirrored, so you're probably seeing this flipped. I don't know. But yeah, this is an inexpensive microphone. This is about $55 or $60. And you see it all over the place on VidCon booth, and it was all over the place. It's one of the most popular microphones that they make best-selling ones. And of course, I'm using DJI Osmo Mobile, iPhone 10. And the big first hurdle was setting up the mic. So I'm going to put this back here on the little stand. And I'm going to show you what we mean, right? So traditionally speaking, since these devices now don't have a headphone jack, you need to use one of these guys, right? It's like one of the little lightning adapters. The only problem with setting up a lightning adapter on this situation over here is that you're going to mess up the lightning cable, because even if you push it all the way out, let me turn off the gimbal real quick. That way you can see what I mean. You're probably going to blow through a couple of these adapters, because you're going to be putting stress on that cable, whether we like it or not. Eventually that cable is going to start getting pressed against the little edge over here, and you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to lose these cables that are like $10 a pop, and it's just not practical. Plus, you can't really achieve perfect balance on this thing, because it's still going to tilt to the left. So that's one of the reasons why it took me so long to figure out a solution that I was happy and comfortable with. So I actually ended up getting this little adapter. It's like a lightning splitter. I don't know if you can see that. What's up, babe? What do you want to ask me? Give me 1 second, guys. My wife has such an important question right now.
Okay, so tú dices que el cosito de esa máquina.
Yeah.
It creates stress. ¿Por qué no puedes poner el teléfono facing the other way?
Because the camera then is gonna look at this thing. That's actually a great question. My wife was asking if this is gonna cause such an issue and stress on the cable, why don't you just simply flip it around, right? Like, why don't you do this?
Well, let's use the front-facing camera.
Right, but if I do this and I'm not using the front-facing camera, then here's my camera. It's like blocked up. So totally, I see where your mind's at. No, that's hey, that's.
If you're doing front-facing camera, then yes.
If you're doing front-facing camera, it can work absolutely.
Okay.
But yeah, that was actually a good question. That was my wife. She's like right in front of me right now, and she's watching the stream. So everybody say hi to Laura. Hi, Laura. Christopher Mitchell, welcome to the stream. So like I was saying earlier, I ended up getting this little lightning splitter. So it's like a lightning that goes to lightning on both sides, and this guy just goes flush onto the edge of the device. So I'm going to put it in, and then I'm going to show you. Remember, guys, I'm going to make a proper video of this. I'm going to do a comparison, a little bit more cinematic approach. I'm just very excited to test this out right away. And I just figured, hey, you know what? I haven't streamed in a while. Let's connect. But yeah, this is how it looks with the adapter now on, right? You have way less of a separation between the phone and the motor. So let's see, we can potentially balance this out a little bit better, even with the adapter, even with the separation. Look at that. Awesome. So it's locked in. I am balanced this way. I am balanced that way, and it's not tilting, and the gimbal's not even on or off. So this is one of the major hurdles that I wanted to accomplish before I started putting mics and creating weird rigs. So this is very, very useful. I have the link in the description for this thing if you guys are trying to pick something like this up. Everything is down there, and if you don't, send me a message and I'll shoot you the link directly. Just because of you and your love for helping, as well as the tech that made me purchase this amazing gimbal, I'm glad I could help, man. I'm happy that you're digging the content. That makes me happy. Thank you so much for taking the time. So, right, we got our phone. We have our adapter already ready to go. For those of you who are just joining the stream, we are using a little lightning splitter, right? So you got one for the headphone, one for the power. You can flip them upside down, but right now I'm not charging. I'm just simply going to put a mic here. Now, this is the Rode Video Microphone, right? It has a cold shoe mount, and it's suspended on the little shock mount, right? So ideally, believe it or not, what I wanted to do, I wanted to hook it up at the bottom. That way my hand can properly rest, and I could just move it around and vlog or not. But then this becomes impractical, because if I want to do a tripod, then it's like, okay, what do I do? So here's a couple different ways that I enable this. Option number one, I ended up getting this mount. It's like a little weird mount that has a tripod mount here, 1/4-inch screw at the bottom, but then it has two cold shoe mounts and a potential third one over here. Cool thing about this is that you can remove, add whatever you need. It is bulky. This is definitely not my ideal setup, but because I bought all this crap, I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to be setting this guy up here. Screw it in at the bottom. I think I need another light. Let me see if I can make the living room lamp a little bit brighter for y'all. And a living room lamp. Yeah, it's at 100%. Nothing's going to change, you guys, unless I tilt this down a little bit. Oh, light's so hot. All right, just a little bit. Got blinded by the light and everything. But this becomes a substantial rig the moment you initiate this. I'm going to turn on the gimbal real quick so you can see. This would work for some people. It gives you an additional mechanism to hold your gimbal, right? And I would suggest putting the microphone here in the cold shoe mount. You can also rotate this shenanigan the other side, so the wiring is a little bit closer to its source. So this will make a little bit more sense, and you can put the microphone here. The thing is that this becomes such a big and impractical rig to carry around that I feel that this will work for people that know what they want, know what type of shot they're looking for. It does feel good to have two points of like stabilization here. And you can get creative with this too. You could even potentially hold it like this, right? And create some different type of shots. If you have it in the lock mode, you can potentially just walk and carry this down while the microphone's up here. But once again, this comes down to what is it that you're trying to shoot. I do not see myself using this impractical solution, because truth of the matter is that you've seen my videos and my cinematic shots. I am not about carrying all this mumbo jumbo. Having said that, if this works out for you, which I know it could, all we really have to do is put in the microphone in one of these cold shoe mounts. I'm just picking this one up because this is too much over here. It's going to clash. You could move this cold shoe mount to the side over here and have the mic on a little angle. But for the interest of time, I'm just going to set this one up, lock it in for the moment. And this is where we start getting close to having a microphone setup. But once again, guys, this is not my favorite. This is not practical. It looks horrendous to me. Unless you're using this as a vlogging rig, skateboarding rig, or something like that, and you're trying to capture sound that way. For example, let me take this out so you can see what I mean. And you kind of like squeeze it in one of these sides. Let me open this up a little bit. Perfect. See, something like this for skateboarding, I could see how this could benefit a select few of you guys. I'm trying to get, there it is. See, because then you're picking up what's in front of you, and this is a good method to carry this around. It's a very comfortable way of recording like low angles, and then you just simply connect this with the adapter, right? You can fish the wire and move it around, but once again, I've seen this solution. I'm not a fan of it. So as much as I would love to use some of these gadgets, I won't, because this just pain in the butt. So this method, for example, right now, I'm gonna still keep it just in case, since I have many gimbals, I can create a kind of like a stationary setup for, oh, we need this type of shot. Then of course I already have that ready to go. But I'm gonna show you a different method that I found recently that making some compromises might get you the results you want. Let's see what we got here in the comments. I'm a bit confused finally which gimbal I need to select, Smove 4 or Moza Mini-MI. Is it support to do other Android cell phone rather than iPhone? Please help. Nike, the Moza Mini-MI is a fantastic gimbal, is this guy right here. It has the wireless charging capability, but it also has a bunch of mounts already in it. And this microphone, for example, has a thicker screw mount at the bottom. You might be able to put this into the Moza without any adapters. So there's a couple different ways, microphone-wise, that you can set that up. As far as features go, the Moza Mini-MI on iOS is fantastic. The DJI Osmo Mobile has a little bit more software capabilities that are slightly polished, like the hyperlapses and the light trails, slow-mo, long exposure, all those things. I feel that DJI is on top of the game as far as like software goes. My workhorse is the Smove Mobile. That thing has enriched my life every single day. Vlogging, being able to extend, crane shots, all that fun stuff. And ironically, it's probably the best gimbal that I have in this shelf right now, that it's the most friendly for microphones. And I'll explain why in a moment. But I wanted to start with the DJI Osmo Mobile because I haven't played with it in a while. So, yeah. What brand model is that microphone, Miguel? That brand is a Rode microphone, and it's a video micro model. It's like a little microphone. It's about $50 to $60. Got a little shock mount and everything. Comes with a wire for smartphones too. So yeah, that's that. And in your opinion, what is the best tripod to use for the Osmo Mobile 2? I'm a fan of the Manfrotto Pixie all the way. The Manfrotto Pixie is somewhere around here. Let me see if I find it. Oh, my wife has it actually. But you've probably seen it in a previous video. You're using it right now, right? No, can you just show it to the guys over here? Come on.
Yeah, no, I don't need it.
All right, check it out. This is the Manfrotto Pixie. This is one of my favorite tripods for just like everything. If you have a small mirrorless camera, small DSLR, phone, this is where it's at. This is my favorite mini tripod of all time. Smove Mobile and some of these new tripods come with their own. This is still my favorite one. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it right here just in case we need it. Actually, we need it. Perfect. Beautiful. I'm just gonna put this guy down here. I can put it down in front of me. Right. So that's what I like about this thing. It does make it a substantial length. Just keep that in mind. There are smaller tripods in the game, but I like the ability that you have to rotate this little ball joint in the top. So the other alternative for microphones, guys, is a little mic clamp. So I acquired a couple of them. I have two different brands. I have the link of one of them on Amazon in my bio, in my description, but it's this little thing. This thing, I don't know if you remember, but the first DJI Osmo Mobile had this thing on the side. And now it's when I truly find the abrupt reality in which I actually needed that tripod mount on the side of the DJI Osmo Mobile. The DJI Osmo Mobile 1 had this thing on the side, and what that did is that it allowed you to hook up different accessories like small little platforms, mics that would go directly to this mountable and connectable to your phones, flash or light rigs. And not a lot of people used it because that thing was kind of like professional-ish, Sumer-ish. But this thing kind of brings it back. So that gives you that flexibility, which is awesome for those of you who might need it. But guess what? It has a cold shoe also in the other side. So I have two sizes, right? I have one that's a little bit smaller than the other. And then this one that I have on my left hand over here, instead of having that thing at the bottom, has just regular tripod mounts, like 1/4-inch screw. I think a little bit bigger than that, 3/4, I believe, and smaller ones. But these guys open and clamp around your gimbal. So once again, this is a little bit more practical for me, for my style of running and gunning. I'm gonna take this off real quick so you can see the scale. But the whole idea, depending on which side you want to interact with the gimbal, what I was thinking about is just hooking this up at the bottom of the gimbal. Microphone will probably be towards the right. You could potentially put it at the very top of the gimbal as well, kind of like that. Let me make sure that I'm centered, right? And I just simply make this tight, like up, up, down, down, right? And this is how it looks. It's not gonna lie, not the best setup, but for my personal style, this is one of my favorite ones because it's small and it's practical. You can still hold a gimbal. Your grip gets reduced significantly, but you have the flexibility to go up and down and mount the microphone here sideways, kind of like such. So you can, if you're recording forward, you're recording forward, but if you're recording, of course, vlog style, then you flip it around and then it's all you. And then you can fish the microphone upwards to the other side. So this is one of my most practical, straight to the point. And if you don't want to use it, you can have this whole thing collapse and get removed with a single release. So this is my type of setup. So let's see what you guys think over here. The adapter plug into the phone, do you have a link? Yes, John, I believe it's on the description of this video, is the lightning splitter. If not, shoot me a DM on Instagram, which, by the way, IGTV, blown away. I'm going to be dropping portrait versions in clips and random behind-the-scene videos on Instagram TV. So if you follow me there already, you'll be able to see behind-the-scene footage and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit after this, who knows? But shoot me a DM if you can't find the link or you're confused about it. Thank you so much, bro. Lots of love. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you, Nate. Thank you. What adapter is that to hold the phone? I'm going to drop that in the description. There is one that I have already there, but this one's a little bit larger, and I cannot recall. Actually, you know what? Let's figure that out right now together. Because I do have one of them in the description of my video. And this was trying to find, I had a note in my computer here with a link about that. But I am going to give you those affiliate links. If you were to need something like that and you pick something up, it definitely helps the channel out. That's how we get everything. All that fun stuff. But the first one, it's a Q-Ring hot shoe adapter. I am opening this up on a different browser window right now just for us to be able to kind of like get that. Yeah, I think I found it. I think I found it. Oh yeah. I think I did find it. It's either this one. There's a bunch of them out on the internet, guys. Just giving you the heads up if it's not the same right exact one. But the link in the description, I think I'm going to be able to drop it right here in the comment section for you guys to enjoy. This is one of them. Let me see if this works. Yeah, I think that works. I don't know. Let's see what's up. Hey, what's up, Gabriel from Brooklyn, NYC, man? Love it. Love New York City. But yeah, fam, go to it. I dropped that link over there. I like that setup better. Can you flip the mic to the opposite side? Yeah, you just take it off. Hello again, EMT. Craig here, the guy that you met at E3. Hey, what's up, Craig? Having another trip in Hong Kong after LA. Thank you so much, as always, for all your awesome reviews and ideas. We'll definitely look for the mic if I find. Absolutely, man. It was great meeting you, Craig. Thank you for hanging out. E3 was a blast. For those of you who are gamers or might want to see what was going down after this video on my channel, there's a playlist called the Smove Mobile Vlog. I have behind the scene vlogs for E3 and VidCon, day 0, I think right now. But Craig, and nice to meet you, man. And it was good to meet you, and I hope you have a fun trip. John, thanks. Can't seem to see the link for the adapter in the phone. John, I just dropped it in the comments. It's an Amazon link. If not, it should be on the video description under Q ring adapter, if I'm not mistaken. If not, shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll give you the direct link. Excuse me. Which one between these Moza Mini-MI, Free Vision, Vita, Mi Fly, Movi? I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't tried the Free Vision. I haven't tried the Free Fly. I haven't tried the Movi. So far, out of all these gimbals that I have, I've played with a bunch of them. My favorite ones, I have 3. I was going to say 4. I have 3 that are always on me, and I swap them around. 2 are always in my bag. I don't know if you've seen that I have a Groove Gear bag, one of my favorite backpacks I've ever owned. It has 2 levels, one for one gimbal and one for the other. So I typically have my Smove Mobile with its small tripod and its adapter down here. And then I have the DJI Osmo Mobile with the Manfrotto adapter tripod here. Depending on the type of shoot that I'm doing, I might switch the Osmo for the Moza Mini-MI because that gimbal and that inception mode just destroyed my mind. It's so easy to create those shots. So I flip between those 3, but the Smove Mobile is always with me because that extension, as much as I hate selfie sticks, it's just so clutch, so good. How can you use an external mic via the Note 8 on the Osmo Mobile 2? Well, on the Note 8, if I'm not mistaken, you should have a headphone jack on the Note 8. If you do have a headphone jack, you just simply plug it in and that's it. You don't need to go through this mumbo jumbo hurdle situation that I had to go through with getting this lightning splitter adapter. So this lightning splitter, let me turn off the Osmo here so you guys can see it. The link is also in the bio, but if you have any questions about that, feel free to DM me on Instagram. It's this little thing over here. Hopefully you can see this, right? One for charging, one for headphone. Very, very useful, very inexpensive, and I just feel it's way more adequate since it's flush against the back of the gimbal. You don't have to worry about it. And it's that little guy over there. Pretty cool. Very, very useful. So going back to the gimbal, that was my most favorite setup out of the ones that I tried in my mind and tried practically, right? So the fact that I can come in with this ring. Now make sure it's the biggest ring you can get because I've seen, I don't know if the link that I gave you is this same exact one or this one, and this one will definitely not fit. So I am going to drop the actual link in the description once we're 100%, because this one does seem bigger. And the link that I just dropped, the Q ring, this might not work with all gimbals. I'm just giving you the heads up. Just try to get the ring that is the biggest one that you can get. And it has like these little mounts over here. This was actually sent to me as a gift for buying a Smove 4, and for some reason I haven't been able to find the actual link for this one. I did find the link for the smaller version, which we're going to use in a moment, but just giving you that reference that this one, let's try it out, might be a little too tight. Let's see. Yeah, effectively. This one for the DJI Osmo Mobile 2, it might be too tight. So the one that I just gave you, the link that I just dropped over there, yeah, this will definitely came off. Is going to be a little bit smaller for the Osmo, so that will not work. So I'm going to do all of my power to scout the internet and figure out what is the brand of this, because it was like an additional thing. But this is a ring that has a cold shoe mount and a tripod at the top. The moment I discover the link, I'm going to drop it on my Instagram, Facebook, all that fun stuff. But yeah, it shouldn't be that hard because it's very peculiar. It looks very similar. It's very straight to the point, and it fits the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. But for vlogging setups, like I was mentioning earlier, there we go. Just simply hooks up here. And there's a slight compromise, guys. You definitely lose a little bit of real estate to hold the gimbal, but it is a little bit more practical solution. And because this is resting in my hand, I don't have to like hold it too tight. Now, let me turn on this device. And since we have the adapter situation ready to go right here, all you really have to do is hook up your Lightning to 3.5 mil adapter and just simply hook it up, guys. And I think in paper, this should be good to go. So this is my jerry rig. You can flip it around as the other side, but this would be a temporary solution. It might be a little bit more beneficial to flip this mount to the other side, depending on what you're looking for. Let me show you. Yeah. By the way, guys, since we're doing this here in YouTube, and there's a bunch of just news coming at us left and right of platforms, Facebook, YouTube, I'm going to be real with you guys. I have been considering dropping some of this content on Facebook and YouTube. Let me know in the comment section what type of platform and what type of content would you like to continue to see on my channel? Because I'm super interested in figuring out what is it that you want to do, what is it that you want to consume. Because I want to be able to give this audience relevant content in the platforms that are relevant. I don't want to rehash and repurpose too much. I want to be able to provide specific context. And I am thinking of I created a brand new page for EMT for the name of the channel. It's just EMT on Facebook, so go ahead and visit it. But I'm going to be doing shortly some closed group VIP type of situation where you can go straight on and get a little bit more up close and personal, kind of like a little bit more exclusive, since Facebook is going to have the whole new subscription situation. And I want to be able to provide more value, surrounding the gimbals, be able to do one-on-one Q&As and all that stuff. Kind of like this stuff, like dissect this, but being able to do this in a more personal level and a more consistent level. So yeah, I've been considering Facebook. I've been considering a little bit of the Instagram TV, the IGTV. let me know what are your thoughts in the live chat, and then of course when this video comes up, drop them in the description down below, in the comment section down below. But yeah, guys, this is what I feel will be my ideal solution, because it's just a little bit less of a footprint. But let me know which one you like. Do you like the bulky one for your microphone for different types of shots, or do you like the more practical, smaller approach for mics? Let me know. Now, there's one more thing I want to show you regarding these gimbals. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to sleep, take up the mic solution, bring this down over here. Perfect. Right, and that is with the Smove Mobile. The Smove Mobile is one of my favorite gimbals because it extends. This is, I feel, super clutch for the type of filmmaking that I'm doing, for the type of vlogs that I'm doing. And using this ring, or the ring that I actually dropped in the description, this one over here that I'm dropping here, this is the one that will work with the Smove Mobile like you have no idea. It's a smaller version. And check this out. Let me put this back in here so I can show you what I mean. In the meantime, let me catch up with all your comments, because I see that you guys are dropping some knowledge there, some question. Link is good. Cool. You got from Japan. Yeah, I remember you, Craig. Absolutely, man. Hey, brother, I found a setup called the Frankencam setup. Have you seen it? No, I have not. But if you DM me, or after the video is up, drop the link in the comments. I would love to see that. How much is the Moza, or whatever it's called? Fam, the Moza, it's called the Moza Mini-MI. And it's $109 right now on their website. And I think that's just ridiculous. I think that's just too much of a great value for a gimbal like that has all that crazy stuff that you can do. I don't know how they can do it. But once again, there was a Smooth Q that was $99. So it's right up that alley, but it has wireless charging, full 360, bunch of hookups for accessories, and yeah, it's crazy. But I also have that link in my previous video. So if you go to that Moza, 5 reasons why I like the Moza Mini-MI, you can probably check the link there and get a little bit more information. Let's see, what do we got here? Best times. To balance the Note 8 via Osmo Mobile 2, the headphone jack is covered. Oh. Whew. Yeah, man, that is the conundrum. That is the situation. Can you get to the point where it's not quite balanced, but the Osmo just pretty much can handle it? Because I feel that you don't necessarily have to get perfect balance while it's off. The gimbal will definitely work to set that up to the right angle. But if you can get that headphone jack to be open and the gimbal's not struggling, I would try to do that. Wow. If not, I would try to get some sort of, you could potentially still hook it up, because this is like angled. So you might have to kind of like play a little bit with the placement on the phone within the gimbal and its clamp, but this is angled. You should be able to go flush against the back of the gimbal. So hopefully that helps, but that's definitely a challenge. Let's see what else we got over here. It is balanced out with the plug. I thought I would throw off the balance with the gimbal, since it would need some sort of counterweight. Some gimbals might need counterweight. The Moment counterweight is interesting. I wouldn't say it's fantastic because I don't have it yet, but it should be arriving the first or second week of July. And I'm going to be doing those type of videos with lenses and trying to figure out what is the best method, what's the best way. So I'm definitely excited to test the anamorphic lens. That B-roll is going to look insane, guys. So I'm super stoked for that. Can you post the link for that one? For the Moza, if that is the link that you want, I think I have it over here. Let's see, a moment, Moza Mini-MI. I think this is the link. it should be the one. I'm going to drop the link for the Moza Mini-MI there as well. But if you just simply go to their website, you'll be able to see just Moza, M-O-Z-A. Beautiful. You haven't looked into using moment lenses for your shoots? Yes, fam. I am super stoked. I made the mistake to order the Kickstarter anamorphic lens, and then right when they were sending me that survey where they say, oh, would you like to add this lens? I should have bought that separate from the Kickstarter because the whole order ships together. And now the stuff that they do have in stock, it's pushed back until the whole order gets fulfilled. So I'm waiting. It's crazy. Let's see what's up. I just looked white lens with the counterweight. I'm hoping it'll still hold the mic as well as the calibration. Let's see. Give it a shot. iShot Khan found something awesome. Cinematic travel vlogs. Gimbal tips, basics, and detail. Audio tips. Okay. Cinematic travel vlogs. Fam, that's awesome. Best Time says we need gimbal tips, basics, and detailed audio tips, YouTube and Facebook. Nice. I see that a lot of people still use Facebook, so I'm thinking of definitely doubling down on that, posting my tips videos on Facebook, but also having the ability to do some behind-the-scenes stuff on Facebook because they have groups. They have the ability to fine-tune that and have closed groups, different events. You're going to have the ability to sponsor Facebook. YouTube has the ability to do that, but only for gaming. And now they're rolling out the feature where people can support you directly. But I don't have 100,000 subs yet. And I believe Facebook allows you to do that with only 100 likes. Or 1,000? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you guys would like to see more of that, I created the page. It's ready to go. Just search for EMT on Facebook. The link is also in the bio of all my outlets. And yeah, we're in that discovery stage. I'm thinking of creating more content, more spontaneous moment-to-moment content on Instagram TV as well. So make sure you check that out. You should do a meetup group for hobbyists. Dude, that would be amazing. I would love to do like one day just to meet up and do like a hands-on cinematic movements with gimbals, hands-on, like kind of like a workshop, kind of like a little seminar, but collaborating instead of me talking to you guys. It would be kind of like a round table, like a collaboration thing. That would be awesome. That would be so amazing. That's why the Facebook, I feel, will help big time with this because it has an event planner. It has the ability to RSVP. That way, from a logistical standpoint, I have the ability to see how many people are going and stuff like that. But big plans, guys. 9,000 subscribers on the channel. Never thought it could happen. My goal was to get to 10,000 for the holidays, before the holidays, by the year's end. But I think we're going to be able to hit that mark way sooner. I'm just so happy. I'm stoked to be able to create content for you guys and help. Whether you're filming for your family, whether you're filming to just show off your skills and your cinematic skills, that's awesome. Drone stuff and details to get from Sorry Pro. Ooh, I would love to do drone stuff. If only DJI and those companies gave me drones. Khan, you dropped a link over there. Ulani triple click called shoe mount plate for microphone. I'm dropping that in my web browser over here. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Absolutely. I saw that. That's actually very, very useful. And to fight that, that's a great call out. Khan dropped the name of a cold shoe mount. And I had a similar idea with this one. That was my first attempt of setting up a microphone. And the fact that you can just simply hook this up here. I put it sideways over here so it's a little bit easier. There we go. Yeah, so you can potentially put the microphone down here and it's not interfering too much. Right, so it's pretty close. You can put it in the front if you want as well. The one challenge that I will have is that the screw for this is a little bit bigger, so I would need a cold shoe mount for that because this doesn't quite go. But guess what? I can remove one of these. Yeah, so if you search for a cold shoe mount that has a tripod, threading, 20 thread screw opening, such as this one, you'll definitely be able to do this. This is awesome, guys, because you guys are showing me cool stuff. Hopefully, I'm showing you cool stuff. We're both learning. I am definitely doing proper testing of the audio quality of these microphones. Kind of like what you're used to seeing from my channel, like walking around and testing out, saying the sentence, ambient sound. So I'm definitely going to be doing all that fun stuff probably tomorrow. I'm going to go to VidCon again. Tomorrow's going to be my last day at VidCon probably. And I'm going to take some of that break lunch downtime to create some of that quick content because there's a lot of chatter going on. So I feel it's the best opportunity to try that out. But yeah, this is something similar. You see, we're discovering a whole array of methods here with your help. So this is fantastic. So here we have another one inspired by ISAT over here, right? And we have something similar as well. This is also a little bit better in terms of practicality because it's not too crazy. It's not like in the way of things. And you can have your mic here, shocking, right? And this goes up and there you go. It also comes with a wind guard, like a little hairy thing. So you can put that here and diffuse the wind. We don't get the weird clipping sound of the ocean. That's why most of my footage from my bike riding stuff at Santa Monica or Venice is unusable because the wind, it's just destroying me. Well, take a look at this, guys. We were able to have decent solution over here, and all we really have to do is just fish the wire up. And this is the vlogging rig. All I have to do is put the mic on top of it, put the phone here, and we got the wind situation. So thank you for that, Con. That was also a really good call out with a simple plate like this. This is like a multi-device plate. You can find these on Amazon as well. I believe my link is there in the description in the bio. You should be able to get this as well. And it has a tripod mount in the center, so you'll be able to mount it there as well. So this gives you, originally I bought this with the intention of putting two smartphones at the same time to test the same thing, but it didn't work out. But now it has new life. New life. Originally, guys, what I wanted to show you was that the Smove Mobile. It's one of my favorite gimbals that I own right now because it's practical, straight to the point. If you don't have a lens, this gives you some more distance and extension. Works lefty and righty. Very similar to the Osmo in terms of layout and design, but I do feel that it has a little bit that the Osmo doesn't have in different environments. So here's another example. Now, the cool thing about this is that there's a gap. There's a decent gap right over here that allows you to put this little clamp situation here without interrupting the movement of the gimbal. And I'm a fan of this, right? Because it's unintrusive. It doesn't interrupt the trigger. It doesn't interrupt the ability for you to grab the whole thing. Go ahead and put the mic, the phone, and all that fun stuff.
Do not.
Whoa. I have the adapter over here. It's on the phone. You can see it. So I'm going to set it up on the Smove Mobile now. You guys can see why this Smove Mobile now has become my weapon of choice for vlogging. And it's none other than you can put the mount and it doesn't interrupt. You can still extend if you pull it up and the mic will still stay there. And it's a little bit sturdier. So if I were to just simply put the mic, let me try it without the little furry thing. Yeah. I'm going to put this guy sideways, looking at me, because I'm going to be vlogging a lot. But with this thing facing me, I have a mess on my desk right now. I was going to be like, oh, you're cleaning up that, right? There we go. Ooh, I'm digging this, guys. This is definitely way more practical. You can still extend. and you have the microphone still looking at you from that distance. So I'm actually going to turn this on. Whoa, right? And the microphone is not tethered to the device. So if you're turning around and the phone kind of like takes a second to catch up because it's like a little rubber band effect, your microphone is here. So it's a little bit easier to maneuver, and you don't have to stretch the wiring too much because traditionally it would be in the bottom piece. So I'm going to go ahead and put the adapter, and I'm going to go to the bottom right here. And there you have it, guys. I feel that this is one of my favorite solutions. You can create kind of like jerry-rig your way around this way here. That way your wire's not interrupting, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, and then if you throw in the little furry friend there, you can block that wind noise. Let's try it out. Once you put this thing without, there we go. And there you have it, guys. So you have a really cool solution looking at you if you're vlogging, if you're recording field audio or recording B-roll, recording forward, skateboarding, and you want better audio. It is definitely a little bit of a challenge finding all the parts, but hopefully this video has given you a little bit of context on that situation. So there you have it. It doesn't interrupt the movement. You can go up, you can go down. What do you think, guys? Let's answer some questions and talk about this a little bit here. We got some questions over here. I honestly like both. I guess it'll depend on the type of shooting. Steven, hello, brand of the backpack, please, and thank you. Steven, the backpack is called Groove Gear, G-R-U-V Gear, and it's typically, it's a company that makes gear for musicians, but I love it, and it works for the gimbals like you have no idea. I sent you an Instagram message with the link to the Franken camera. You might or might not like it. I'll check it out. Absolutely, Gabriel. Thank you for sharing. There is a bracket for holding a microphone which attaches to the tripod mount, much better than the ring setup. I would love to see that, Roger. If you drop me a DM on Instagram or a comment after this video is uploaded, I would love to see that. That's super interesting. Why do Samsung Galaxy needs an app when using an external mic? And what gimbal supports Android? I see most gimbals are iOS only. So most gimbals, looking for a little tripod mount. I'm going to remove this setup here for a moment. Most gimbals are going to be working on both. Having said that, gimbals like the Smove Mobile, which is this one. Let me take this out of here. There we go. Gimbals like the Smove Mobile will work with both iOS and Android. The only challenge that most of these manufacturers have in the app department is the fact that on iOS, you technically have to do like one app and optimize it for just different sizes. On Android, since you have so many manufacturers, so many different parts that are not optimized, you have manufacturers, Sony making cameras, you have Samsung making different types of processors, right? So you have a bunch of different variables that most of these developers create a lowest common denominator that's guaranteed to work across the board. That's why some of these apps only have 720p, they don't have the slow motion, and it's sad, but on the last Google press conference, like every year they do that release and they talk about the next operating system. They are working on a streamlined method. That way there's better parity between apps. But the DJI Osmo Mobile, Smove Mobile, they're both compatible with Android. They have their own apps, but they connect directly to the device via Bluetooth. So even if you want to use Instagram, you can action the buttons and start recording without the native apps that manufacturers made, like Smove or DJI Go. So that's why I use the Smove Mobile too much. It's because mostly I'm using the regular camera app where I go to Instagram. And this gimbal, since now Instagram has the IGTV situation, when you turn on this thing, I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like unrelated to the Osmo, but if you hold the trigger and press the mode button at the same time, this thing rotates and allows you to record. I just got a text message from a friend. But since Instagram TV just came out, this is clutch. This is super useful because you have the ability to just flip, record your thing straight to your camera roll or straight to Instagram stories or whatever it is that you want to do, and then you just double click it, and that's all she wrote. So that's one of the major reasons why this is my workhorse. And then I flip between the Osmo because the Osmo allows you to do that as well. It allows you to control the camera buttons and all that stuff. You don't necessarily have to use the DJI Go unless you want some of the tracking and the extra modes and things like that. But yeah, that's kind of like my take on the Android situation, all that stuff. So it kind of sucks, but we can probably set up training classes. We can probably use the lounge. That would be awesome. My wife chiming in, Miss Pokey, we should do like a meetup, like a training thing. That'll be awesome. Best practices, tips and tricks. I don't know. Oh, that's super exciting. I attach a Manfrotto mini tripod to my Franken-Cam setup, and it works awesomely. I want to check that out. Hey, you have the Franken mount in your hands. Is the Franken mount this one? Gabriel, let me know if it's this one, because if it's this one, then we good. All right. The old bracket. Oh, you mean this guy? Yeah, the Franken mount. Yeah, this thing is crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that was the first one that I started with. The second one that I started with, and it was cool. The only challenge with that is just too much. It's all over the place. So unless you're going to a shoot that you know exactly what you want to do, I don't know. It's very difficult to maneuver around. Your channel truly helps out a lot. I am happy that it does, Con. Thank you so much. Ish, perfect. I'll call you Ish. Hey man, I came in a bit late. Could you show the mount solution that you have for the Osmo Mobile 2? I just ordered. Actually, Casper, that's a really good solution. We've been talking about that one here for a couple minutes ago. We talked about that one. The other option that I had was something like this. I do not have the link for this, but this is a ring with a cold shoe attachment on it. And this one is one of my favorite ones because it just simply clamps into the device in the best way that I found that doesn't interrupt your shooting was to kind of like mount it this way. You do compromise a little bit on the ability to grip onto the gimbal. You get a little bit of a reduction, but it's not the end of the world. And honestly, like I put my finger up here if I'm recording and it gets the job done. Plus, if you have a tripod, you get a little bit more real estate. So this solution worked out for me, but the link that I dropped is for a smaller version of this. This was sent to me as a gift for buying the Smove 4 during lunch for nothing, because then they sent me one for free, which actually it's the 22nd. We're about 9,000 subscribers deep. The moment I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a free Smove 4. You guys heard it first. So stay tuned. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be either an Instagram or a Facebook giveaway, but I'm going to give away a Smove 4. I'm going to give it away. I have two. I only need one. That's mine. The other one, it's in a box in my closet. So I'm going to give that away. So the moment I hit 10,000 subs, I'm going to give away the Smove 4. And all you really have to do is stay tuned to the channel, stay tuned to the social media outlets, engage and participate, because most likely it's going to be comment-based. So I'm going to pick a random person of the comment section Not 100% sure if it's going to be here on YouTube, if it's going to be on Instagram or Facebook. I'll definitely let you know across the board. That way you guys are fully aware and can participate and share. And as a thank you guys, because you guys helped me so much. I just learned here a couple of different methods that I wouldn't have thought of. So thank you guys. I truly appreciate that. Cool. So hopefully that helps Casper a little bit. Steven, thanks for backpack name. I think this is the motto. Goof Gear club bag. Yes, it is the club bag. I love it, man. It's so durable, and I can hang it on like big rigs on concerts and stuff like that. Typically, I use it for my music stuff, my band stuff. But it has a lot of compartments on the sides. I put hard drives, and before the TSA stuff was changed, this bag had the little laptop situation where you could just open this up, they check the laptop, you put it back in, and that's it. So it's one of my favorite backpacks that I've ever had, and miraculously it worked pretty good with putting the gimbals down there, so I carry this thing all over the place. It's a little bit bulkier, but durable. Bulkier, but durable. Perfect. Alvino, I just bought my DJI Osmo Mobile 2 yesterday. Congratulations. You helped me a lot with your videos, by the way. I'm glad you're finding them useful, man. Thank you. What do you say about the Osmo FM15 Flex mic? Is it good? Is it worth it? Is the FM mic, is that like a headphone jack mic? I remember that was for like the original Osmo, not the Osmo Mobile. But I'm going to do a little bit of research after that. Actually, let me just drop that name real quick in the browser here, because now I'm intrigued. Osmo FM15 Flex mic. Dropping it in the browser, and I should at least have it. Yeah, absolutely. That's an omnidirectional microphone. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't tried that on an iPhone by itself. I do remember that was an accessory for the original Osmo, the very first Osmo that they released that had just the camera on the top, and then you put your phone on the side. You could put through that headphone jack or that microphone, but I don't know exactly the quality of that and if it works with just the phone. So that would be a great test. If you try that out, let me know. Let's see what we got. Michael just got the Smove Mobile a few days ago. Going to use it for the first time on vacation, Virginia Beach. Oh, that sounds lovely. I hope I know what I'm doing. If you need some help, Michael, hands down, shoot me a DM on Instagram. That's where I'm going to be hanging out. For any inquiries or anything like that, feel free to use that outlet. If I take a little bit longer to respond, bear with me. Slowly, as the channel keeps growing, I'm getting a lot of questions, a lot of engagement, and I love it because it keeps me on my toes and it keeps me engaged, and I love to see what you guys are doing. So that's crazy. Congratulations that you got your Smove Mobile, that you're going on vacation. That's the whole point. That's what it's all about. I have a playlist for the Smove Mobile. If you want to brush up on some of those tips and tricks, check it out. But definitely DM me, guys, if you have any questions. Is it possible to use an external mic with my Pixel 2 XL? Thanks for the videos. You're awesome. I definitely perfect. Michael, remind me, does the Pixel have a headphone jack? I believe so. Pixel, I'm going to do the Pixel 2. I believe the Pixel 1 did have a headphone jack as well. I know that it's like USB-C, but it doesn't look like it has a headphone jack. If it doesn't have a headphone jack, that's a little bit harder because you would need some sort of USB-C to 1/4-inch adapter. And I'm not familiar with that, though. That is definitely interesting. Pixel 2 headphones. Let's see. It does have an adapter. There's a Pixel 2. If you have a Pixel 2, I guess they dropped the adapter on the Pixel 2. I'm not 100% sure on this, guys, so I'm speaking on my butt. Does not, unfortunately. So yeah, So does the Pixel 2 have have a headphone jack, or is it just the one? Because I just saw an image on Google right now that there's an adapter that goes from USB-C to headphone jack, so that might help, just like it did for me. You might, though, benefit from getting an adapter that's angled like this. And now it's broken. But yeah, something like this will be a lot easier for you to maneuver and just plug in, and it's just more comfortable than having that wire sticking out and bended and messed up. So definitely I recommend something similar to this. But yeah, it's Type-C. I absolutely. Yeah, the Pixel is Type-C, and it does have 3.5 millimeter adapter, just like pretty much the iPhone 10 or the 8. So if you do have the ability to get something like this, which I believe I've seen on Amazon, just get some sort of angled situation like this that goes from USB-C, and then you can either do USB-C and headphone jack or headphone jack on both. Something angled might benefit you a little bit better. But since you're going on vacation, Michael, honestly, I would go practical. I would go straight to the point. Use the microphone on those devices because they're pretty good. Try to be smart about your footing and your location. So if you're going to be in the beach at Virginia Beach and you're filming, try to anticipate the move. That way, if you're filming someone in the beach, you're in front of them and have them block the wind so you don't get any weird distortion, or give your back to the wind so your body covers that microphone. Or at the end of the day, that's what I do a lot, is just use that for B-roll. Whenever you get a lot of wind distortion, I go with the mindset of telling my story as I'm going, and when I get to the beach, I just show the activities of the beach, and I leave all the talking and all the storytelling for before or after. So that might help out a little bit of planning that disguises the whole situation a little bit there. So Gadget Filipas, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Huawei Mate 10 and P20 Pro have included in the box. That's awesome. I've been interested in an Android device, and it's going to happen soon because a lot of you have Android devices, and I am running 100% on iOS and Apple products, but I am contemplating on getting an Android device. That way we can test and contrast and create those lives, and I love it. There's an explosion of ideas in my mind right now, and I wish there were more hours in the day for me to create all this stuff. So thanks again. Actually, they watch Smove Mobile plays. That's what helped me decide which one. I like the hardware a lot better with the extendable. Yeah, that extendable, it's clutch. Right, that's clutch at all, especially if you have kids and you need to lower a little bit. You don't have to bend your back. As you start getting, a little bit up there in age, just, you're deadlifting all day and stuff like that. I don't know. Just extend. Cool. Bye. Gadgets, Filipinas. By the way, I'm a fan of your work, brother. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you taking the time and sharing your thoughts. I appreciate you chiming in into the adapter situation. That's awesome. 7-year-old boy and 4-year-old girl. That's awesome. Yeah, you definitely need that extension. That's gonna be so fun. Shoot at 60 frames per second. That way, if you want to slow-mo, you can, because as kids are running in the beach and having fun, that would be some awesome lifestyle B-roll that you can capture of them and put some music, slow motion, have them throw water, sand, or whatever. That's going to be awesome. I don't want any kids, though, but that would be a really good opportunity to get some of that crispy B-roll there. Hey, what's up, Remy? From France. That's awesome, man. Is it morning there? I think so. Or they're ahead. Yeah, they're ahead. You guys are ahead in the future. But the vacation's just me and wifey, and can't wait. Even better. Definitely some a little bit better, like calm, low key, audio wise. I think I remember seeing you at E3, Akil the Racer. Hey man, if you did, nice to meet you. I met a couple of you at E3, and it was a lot of fun. E3 was fantastic. The lines, though, oh my goodness. I spent 3.5 hours to play Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's so good. It's so good. Also another thing, guys. I know that some of you are gimbal people. Some of you might be gamer people. What do you guys think if I do EMT Films, right? That's the channel that we're in right now. Doing gimbal stuff, doing microphone stuff, everything cinematography, filmmaking with smartphones 100%. And I create and transition gaming and gaming event stuff to EMT games or Twitch. I don't know. Let me know. If you don't mind for it all to be a compilation of what EMT is, which is me, Eddie Melendez Torres, or if you could benefit from having some separation, maybe some gaming on a separate channel or on Twitch, or if you are like me and you're a chimera and you do a lot of things and you don't mind, let me know. Let me know. I guess 3, 6:29 a.m. Woo, you're waking up, man. That's awesome. Oh yeah. Xbox 93. I never thought that I would see someone on YouTube that I saw. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That conference was really good. Well, guys, that was just a sneak peek, a little behind the scenes showing of the Video Micro made by Rode. And I do agree with Gabriel. We're all gamers at some level. We do mobile gaming. We do console gaming. Yeah, for now on, Gabriel. That's right, Gabriel. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do me. If you don't like games, don't worry. I'm gonna keep dropping videos from the gimbals and from the smartphones. It's all gonna happen. Trust me. And if you start noticing that I'm leaning one way or the other, shoot me a DM and say, EMT, what is happening? I do have the Phantom 3. It's a drone that my wife gave me as a gift in 2 Christmases ago. And I'm contemplating on the Air, but I believe that we're at the point that the Air kind of just came out, but I don't know. They might drop something soon too, so I'm kind of like waiting. I don't know. We'll see. But the Mavic Air is one of my favorite drones. I play with it. I've seen it in action, and it's just unbelievable. So I love that. But yeah, guys, without further ado, thank you so much for hanging out. We've been hanging out for about an hour and 12 minutes. I don't want to ask you to subscribe. I don't want to ask you to do nothing that you don't feel out of your heart. So if you do enjoy the content and the insight and this community sharing the information, like the racer right now, that he has a Parrot Bebop too. That's amazing. The Parrot's awesome, actually, not going to lie. Hit me up with a little like right up there and subscribe, ring that bell, because that will notify you when we go live again. Tomorrow, my intentions are to go live from VidCon to show you the show floor, just like I did at E3 and PSX before that. You can see all the cool stuff on the booth. Rode came out with also a new microphone that hooks up straight to the lightning port. So I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow. I'm going to show you that. They just announced it yesterday, I believe. So I'm going to be doing a little tour of the show floor. I got to see Casey Neistat today. I got to see Philip DeFranco today. I got to see Laura Clary today. It was amazing. A lot of cool videos, a lot of cool vlogs coming out. So make sure you follow me on social media as well if you want to see day-to-day, play-by-play type of situation. And don't be afraid to DM me if you have any quick questions. Drop them down there and I'll help you out. Last round of questions that I see, because this thing keeps popping. Standby DJI coming out with a new toy on the drone side. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like every other month something new comes out. So I'm afraid to buy now a drone since the Mavic Air has been out for quite some time. So yeah, that's going to be amazing. Absolutely. Tomorrow I'm going hard. I am creating some more tips and tricks. I did a comparison video with that Rode microphone. I'm super stoked to share that with you guys and get your feedback. But definitely ring that bell if you want to see inside VidCon in Anaheim, California, right in front of Disneyland. I'm going to show that tomorrow. and of course Instagram stories and IGTV stuff. So a lot of work to be done, a lot of knowledge to share, and not enough time. But once again, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for supporting me in this gimbal journey that I am right now, and I hope to see you soon. If you have any remaining questions after the stream ends, drop them in the comment section when this video is done, or shoot me a DM, Instagram. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Racer. You're like. This is why I want to do a group on Facebook. This is why I want to be able to reward people like the Racer who support me, and I want to be able to give you more because I feel that you guys deserve more, a little bit more. So many ideas, guys. Thank you so much, Racer. I really appreciate you guys. From the bottom of my heart, Ellie also likes it. She's sad and angry, but she's happy on the inside. She loves you guys. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.